It's a goal that so many people have. You're already there. Obviously, much more bigger things coming your way. But while being a pro, while being in school, always been like a connection you made that was like, wow.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. All right. So to be honest, one of the biggest connections that I actually made came through FCF. Like, that's what I mean by stuff builds up to a point that like you never know what it ends up in. I actually met, like when I say I met Destroying, met Richard Sherman. Like I didn't necessarily meet Richard Sherman, but I got on FaceTime with Quavo. Like it was bro, it was crazy. And it wasn't necessarily FaceTime, it was more like a Zoom type deal. So it was, bro, meeting those type of people and just being around that environment. Meeting Terrell Owens, seeing this man in person, meeting Johnny Manziel. Bro, it has been crazy. Even meeting DeAndre Francois, one of my good friends, meeting Andrew Jamil, one of my good friends, meeting Joseph Boykin, one of my good friends. It's just being around those people has made me skyrocket, bro, and go to the moon. Because it's nothing that I can say to myself to psych myself out and say I can't do it, if that makes sense. Like, because they have, being around them has made me realize I am way much more of a better athlete than what I thought.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It made me also realize I'm much like I thrive and strive to be the best person I can be, even more than being an athlete, if I'm being honest. And the fact that I'm a better athlete than what I thought, and I'm striving to be a great person each and every day, that's all I can ask for, bro. That's literally all I can ask for. For people to look at me and be like, that guy right there, I can depend on him.
Right.
That guy right there, he's going to make somebody smile today. That guy right there is going to change millions of lives. That's my ultimate goal. Under the umbrella is being a professional athlete, being a chiropractor, being in school, doing this and that, making other people smile. My biggest ever dream was to make millions of people happy and change their life.
That's beautiful.
I want to change their life for the best, bro. I like, that's just something that I've always wanted, bro. I don't know why. I don't know what put me in that position, but it's just seeing people happy has always made me want to work even harder each and every day, bro.
Bro, that's a beautiful thing, because that's all it is about, to be a genuine person who wants to do good. And that brings you such a long way, because at the end of the day, even if you're a chiropractor, you're not selling your service, you're selling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets the people to you. Because if they see you and they trust you and they see, yeah, you're a person, I trust this guy. Like, I think he's a genuine person and he wants to help me. That's the person that I'm going to choose. And all this thing that you're doing, that I'm doing, for you, football, chiropractic, for me, soccer, and my business, and that stuff that I want to do, it's a platform. That's what we were talking about the other day. It's a platform that gets us to where we want to be. Because being a professional athlete is a goal, but it's not the end goal. Because it gives you the platform to reach people and then to inspire people, tell them about our history, tell them about the way we've been here. I mean, so many people that are in D3 right now, maybe they're in their freshman year, not playing. Maybe one of them is listening to this right now and hearing, whoa, he didn't play in his freshman year? He still made it to the pros? He's still making all of this happen? He's still in Cairo school while being a pro and everything? Maybe there's one person listening to it right now and be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the field right now and I'm going to make sure I'm working as hard as him so that I can reach that goal. And that's what we want to do with these kind of videos. That's what we want to do with our social media. Definitely check out the social media. It's cool. Very, very cool.
I appreciate it.
Very inspirational. And exactly that's what we want to do. You know what I mean? And that comes by being a genuine person. Like, we could sit here and just talk about, like, yeah, football, like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I want to be a professional football player, and that's it. Like, yeah, cool. Just follow me. Mm-hmm. But it's more than that. Like, guys, like, look where we come from. Look the way we go, and just work as hard as you can, so you can achieve something similar like this. And I'm still far away from that level where you're at right now. Even it's two different sports, but still a long way to go for both of us. But it's the beauty of it. That's the journey, and showing people the journey that we're on. It's fantastic. I feel like.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The journey that we are on, we don't even know. We don't have an end point. Like that's what I strive to have, because football is one of them things you can have an end point. You get to the NFL and that's where it's at. You could never change. You could never change everyone's life every day. Like
Right.
you will never reach the limit that you want to reach. I always want to strive to be. You always want to strive to be perfect, but you will never be perfect. I always want to have something to like go towards. And with helping millions of people, your goal got to be bigger than just being a professional athlete. It has to be bigger than that, because once you make it there, something goes wrong. I done already been a professional athlete. I don't need it no more. I done already been there. But if something goes wrong, you like, no, I'm still fighting to change millions of people's lives. I'm still doing this. I'm still doing that. Because you never know how many people you may reach.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it is important that we have these athletic goals. Because if we just go to the world with like, I want to inspire people, how are you going to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But being with the goal of becoming an athlete, we have a direction we go to. We're like, all right, here's the grind we're going to. Like we're on the field, we're in the gym, we're learning, we're personal development. You know what I mean? If we don't have that, we're just aimlessly going through it and be like, I want to inspire people, but how do we do that?
Like,
that's why I think that's so important that we have these athletic goals.
And like, I remember Denzel Washington was talking about goals without steps is you ultimately setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
You can have this ultimate goal, as you're saying, like to affect millions of people, but if you don't have steps that's going towards that, if you don't have little things that you writing down every day, little things that you thinking about every day, little things that you striving to do every day, then you will never make it to that goal that you're trying to go to. So if you say, for instance, you wanna be a professional athlete, you take a step every day. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna go out and run. I'm gonna go out and make 20 goals a day, 500 goals a day, 600 goals a day. You have to have steps to get there, and you keep building on top of that and building on top of that. Just like you playing the game. I'm gonna be a first team All-American. You first team All-American, you become All-American. Now what's the next goal? I want to get 20 goals in the season. I want to get 30 goals in the season. I'm probably going a little overboard, but what I'm saying is,
what did freshman Lamarcus do? What kind of steps did he take so that if someone is watching and he's like, freshman not play, maybe he can play. What are the steps that he took to reach that final goal?
The steps that Lamarcus took was honestly a lot of training. A lot of training, because I'm very, very hard on myself. I will say that. I sit back and I told myself, I said, I don't like being last. I don't even like being second. So at the end of the day, I said, no matter what, I'm gonna be first. I'm gonna be honest. I may not ever be first, but the fact that I have that thought process is gonna make me work as hard as I can. So I trained almost every day. I would go lift weights. I changed my whole body. I came in weighing 140 pounds, maybe 100. I think 135. If being honest.
You weighed 135?
Yes, I was little. I was very small.
Bro, looking at you right now, I cannot picture it.
Very tiny guy.
Damn.
I changed my whole body, bro, to make sure I was able to take hits. I was able to run. I was able to do different things. I lifted weights. I lifted weights Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Heavy. It wasn't even just, I wasn't thinking necessarily about my body. Now I know I probably should have did something different, but I was lifting heavy, trying to get my body as strong as it could. Wasn't stretching. I will say that. I was not stretching. That's something that y'all may need to do. I was not stretching. But at the end of the day, I worked extremely hard, and I told myself, I said, Marcus, you're going to get faster. So I worked to get faster. You're going to get stronger. So I worked to get stronger. You're going to kill your grades. Because I ultimately almost failed out, if I'm being honest. My freshman year, I almost flunked out of school. Keep in mind, I had a 1.5 GPA, guys. A 1.5 GPA.
For everyone watching from Germany, that's like not even making it. That's probably like a 4.5 or something. Everyone watching it from Germany with the different grade system.
Yeah, like, bro, very low. But it wasn't because my thought process it wasn't because I didn't have the brains for it. I went to school based off of, I'm a football player. I'm a chill vibe. I'm not even going to go to class.
Classic athlete, eh?
Yeah, I'm not even going to go to class. So I told myself, I was so disappointed in every aspect of my life that I told myself I will never let myself get to that point again. I saw the bottom, and I told myself I ain't got no other way but going up. And that's what I did. Climbed that ladder and made sure I was up.
The way you train, we might make a whole nother video about that, because that's a whole nother topic. We could sit hours here in the way to train the human body, and we had cool conversations about that. So if you guys want to see that, definitely comment and like this video, so then we might do a video about how to train as an athlete, because he definitely knows how. If you look at a guy, he definitely knows how. But let me ask you 3 questions. Question number 1. If you would be an Avenger, which one would you be?
Oh, yes, sir.
I know that won't get you going.
Yeah, that would got me going. I was a big Thor fan.
Thor.
So I was a big Thor fan. I started coming into my was Iron Man fan. I became a big Iron Man fan towards the end, but then he passed away, and it kind of hit me pretty deep. Hit me pretty deep. But yeah, Thor.
Okay.
Huge Thor fan.
Why is that?
It was something about how he did things. Like, Thor was one of those people that had a brother that kind of like looked at him, but at the end of the day, he tried to make his brother feel like he was one of them. He was trying to make sure everyone around the kingdom was great, was always looked out for. Like, he may have had problems in the past, but at the end of the day, he made sure he got his stuff done and made sure other people was great. Made sure other people did what they needed to do to keep the kingdom thriving. I love people like that, because at the end of the day, you probably have to make the tough decisions sometimes, but it's for the good of the people. He looked out for everyone else around him, even though his brother betrayed him multiple times. He still found something good in him.
Yeah, man, I can definitely see the connection. Yeah, that's dope.
Like, that was just that to me was just so great.
Yeah, that's a dope one for you. I wouldn't have expected Thor, but the way you explained it 100% makes sense. I can definitely see why that resonates with you. Who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Oh, of all time.
I know that's a very difficult one. I don't even know how to answer that one.
I'm gonna be honest. If you consider athlete, as crazy as it sounds, bro, it's somebody that's playing now.
Who's that?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we just describe an athleticism, not necessarily. Athletic-wise, phenomenal athlete, insane athlete. Was a great soccer player, great basketball player, great football player. Insane athlete. But it's not necessarily how good of an athlete he was to me. It's how much he influenced so many people. Bro, he had people wearing his hairstyle. That was the craziest 2 years in my school. Like, everyone wanted the OBJ.
Really?
Everybody wanted the OBJ. I don't know if he was necessarily down here in America at the time. That was like, he was the epitome of what you want to be when you become a professional athlete.
Okay.
He has done so much more outside of just being a professional athlete that I really, really look up to this man. He has evolved the game. When people catch one-handed catches, first thing they say is, hitting that Odell, doing this. Bro, he has changed everything, bro. Like, that's like Stephen Curry for basketball.
Right.
Everybody pulling up from half court. Like,
right.
The game has evolved because of these people, bro. Odell has influenced me to look outside of just being a professional athlete, bro. He does multiple things outside of this. He don't even have to play football no more. He does it because he loves it. Like, if I'm being really honest.
That's dope.
So, bro, just different. Yeah.
I got one more final question for you. What is the best advice you ever got?
Oh. The best advice I ever received in my life was, Marcus, you will never play professional football in your life.
Ooh.
That was the best thing I could have had. And I don't want to say the coach's name.
Yeah.
But first thing he told me was the farthest I was gonna get was being a coach or being in a really, really, really low tier indoor league where I never got paid.
Wow. And I'm figuring it's not so much the advice he gave you, because there's no advice, but the motivation that you got out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I looked at this man, and I honestly, it hurt my feelings because I would have never thought he would have said that.
Yeah.
But I looked at him, and it hurt my feelings for a good 10 seconds. And then I looked at him and was like, I can't tell you exactly what I said, but I said, you got me messed up. You must be mistaking me for somebody else, because since you told me that, I guarantee I be one.
Yeah, man, and that's exactly where greatness is born. Because there's two ways you can react to it. Either you get consumed by it and you be like, my coach said this, I'm gonna quit. Or you're gonna do it exactly like this. And that's amazing. Like, I'm still trying to do that even better. I think I'm alright at it, because I kind of have that attitude by now, because I had a lot of coaches as well putting me on the bench or telling me like, yeah, it's not working or something like that. And the more I got that told, the more I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make that work for sure. But being so quick in reacting to it and putting your emotions, turning your emotions into that negative, like that angriness, that madness, into positive motivation, that fuels you so much and that drives you so much.
Put fuel to the fire. That's all he did. He threw some logs on top of the fire that was already lit. It was barely lit at that point.
Yeah,
but
sometimes it's so low that there's a little spring and suddenly the fire erupts. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what he did. I'm gonna be honest.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
Man.
That would have been my last question. Lamarcus, go. I appreciate you so much.
Yes,
taking your time, coming by here, chilling with me on the interview/podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If any of you guys watching this right now want to become a part of such an environment where you can be on a college campus with professional athletes like Lamarcus, if you want to be in an environment where you can get influence on a daily basis, you have the chance to live your full potential, then definitely send me a message. College sports might be the optimal thing for you. So check out my website. It's linked down in the description below. Check out our website. Check out the other videos. Shoot me a message. Don't forget to check out his Instagram, which is super cool. His TikTok as well. I'm gonna link it down in the description below. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.